Hi everyone, I'm Dina and you're watching Diparticle TV.
Hi guys, today I'm speaking to Beth from the band.
Beth Blade and the Beautiful Disasters.
Yes, they have a very powerful name of the band. It was very nice for me because this morning I used it for my practice for my speaking. It was like Beth Blade and the Beautiful Disasters. Beth Blade and the Beautiful Disasters. It's amazing indeed. So tell me, Beth, we can start with your new album. Tell me more about it.
It's actually coming out a week tomorrow.
Yeah, but you can purchase it. We can purchase it.
Yes. Okay. Through Cargo Records at the moment. And yeah, so new album coming out on the 8th of July. And it's kind of, it's getting a good response from people. So that's nice.
Okay.
And it's kind of a bit of a move in a heavier direction for us. Okay. Our last couple of albums have kind of been just like your straightforward rock and roll, but this one's a little bit darker, a little bit heavier in terms of sound and subject matter.
Okay, great. How many songs are there? And you can purchase a vinyl too, right?
Yes, so the vinyl and digital versions are 11 tracks, which is the main album. And then the CD version is like a deluxe edition and you get 2 extra bonus tracks on those.
Yeah, the design is amazing. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. There's so I came up with the initial idea in my head, and we had an artist friend of mine, Lily Amarova Arts, in the States, who actually hand painted the painting for us. So we were really pleased with how that came out. And then actually, when you look at the CD edition, we've got like a booklet insert with that. And there is actually a separate piece of art that I have done for each song as well. So it's a very visual album as well. I very much wanted to tell a story with it.
Amazing. Congratulations, by the way. So guys, look at the socials of the band. Keep track because the album's coming out and you can purchase it already. Okay, we can continue now. You recently published released a video, so can we expect any more videos soon?
So we've done 3 for this album so far. So we've done Sin Eater, which was the lead single. I'm not too sure which video you've seen.
I've seen all of them.
Yeah. Which and all the videos are all, that Sin Eater, we did it self-made as well. So we recorded that and edited it with our friend Mark's help. And Tonight I'm With You, which was made up of lots of fan photos and footage shot from a recent tour that we did just back in April. And we've just released a lyric video for a song called Persephone, which is our next single. And then I think what we're going to do, which I haven't told anybody yet, but in September we're going to release a video for the song Hold Your Heart. And that's because it's Suicide Prevention Day.
Okay.
And the song is related to suicide, so we wanted to do something for that. So there will be a video coming out for that one.
Okay, that's great to hear. So I guess it's about depression and suicide.
Yeah. So that particular song on the album, I ended up writing it when somebody very close to me lost somebody through suicide. And it struck me that obviously suicide is awful for the people who are affected by it, the ones who die by suicide, but also the ones who are left behind. And I was just thinking, you can't really help. You can just be there for somebody, and that's what that song is about.
Okay, great. So you mentioned the show. So you had a lot of shows recently. Was like a little tour in the UK or something like that?
Yeah, we did a UK tour with a band called Thunder Mother, who are from Sweden, in April. And we've got literally in a week's time, when the album comes out, we've got an album launch party at a place called the Waterloo in Blackpool.
Okay.
And it's a really cool place. It's has the second official Lemmy's bar in the world, the other being in the Rainbow in Los Angeles. and it's approved by the Motorhead crew. And what we're going to do is we're going to play the new album in complete full, and then we'll do a couple of our other songs that people know. And then we've got a mini tour at the end of July supporting Graham Bonnet, which will be pretty cool.
Great. So the band was founded like years ago. You've been active for years now.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that. Tell me more about the beginnings.
Yeah, we started in 2015, and I've been in bands since I was like 14. So obviously there's been a couple of projects and done other things, but I moved to Cardiff for university, and I really wanted to start just a straight up hard rock band, but nobody was really into that. It was all like indie or you know, your really extreme metal, and I just couldn't find the right people. And then there's a bar in Cardiff called Fuel, and I got talking to the barman, who was a guitar player, and his best friend was a drummer, and we started the band from there. And you know, we've been going for 7 years now, but 2 of those was inactive because of COVID. And we've had a couple of member changes, but at the moment we're quite settled and you know, pressing on, and this is our 3rd album now, so we're hoping that it goes in the right direction.
What would you say about your first album compared to the newest one?
Oh, this album is a lot more mature. And I would say the first album was literally made in 6 days.
Yeah.
So it's very raw, very you know, those songs were just written and recorded. There was no massive thought process behind it. Whereas this album, it's had a lot of thought gone into it. It's very structured, the way that it's put together. And lyrically, again, it's definitely deeper and darker and more mature. And I guess that comes from the confidence of knowing that our fan base will be okay with that development. And not feeling like you have to do the same thing all the time.
Yeah. Speaking of fan base, you have a pretty big fan base in the UK.
Yeah, I would say so. And the great thing about it is that when it comes to those people, I actually know 99% of them personally. It's a community, and it becomes, I don't like referring to people as fans. I see them as my extended friends.
Well,
and
that's
they're very
great to hear.
and interactive, and like we've crowdfunded every album that we've ever done.
That's important information. That's great.
So the costs are crazy, and we've been very lucky that the people that support us have always wanted to help, like right from day dot. And our biggest one was with this current album, and it allowed us to record it where we wanted it. It allows us to get the art the way we want it, you know, and without the fans we're nothing. And so people use the phrase of being a DIY band, but I don't like that, because I'm not doing it myself
by yourself.
I prefer it as DIT. We're doing it together.
Well spoken.
Thank you.
Okay, the concerts. You had, like we said earlier, a small tour in the UK. Do you have an ambition, the idea to go outside of the UK and do some touring?
We would absolutely love to. We really want to get over to Europe. We were planning to in 2020, and then COVID happened. And then obviously we have the issues with Brexit. Rubbish. And you know, I know a lot of European people from Germany, Spain, Italy, Hungary, everywhere like that, because we played with Kiss on the Kiss cruise, and obviously that's an international thing, and people come from all over.
When was that?
That was in 2018, and we were lucky that we won a competition to be able to go and play with Kiss, but also, you know, some wonderful European bands. There was the New Roses from Germany on there, and we really, really want to get out and play in Europe. It's just finding those opportunities. So if anybody listening wants us to play in Europe, let me know.
Okay, when you speak and think about the future, do you have any kind of idea what do you want for the band and from the band?
Well,
What is the
obviously,
dream?
every band wants to be massive and play in
Mhm.
stadiums and all that kind of stuff. But the economy at the moment is that rock music is so almost sort of still a little bit underground now, because it
Mm.
goes in cycles of what is popular and that kind of thing. And I think it's much bigger in Europe than it is in the UK. But for us, and for me personally, I would just like to be able to make a successful career being a musician without having to have a day job or those kind of things. I just want to be able to write, record, play concerts for people
Yeah.
as what I do full time, and that would be a dream in itself.
Mhm.
But also would absolutely love to play the European festivals like
Yeah.
Rock at Ring, Grass Pop, and Download Festival here. So those are things on the bucket list to tick off.
Okay, so you're maybe trying to or thinking about booking some of the gigs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to say something. It's very interesting how you're referring to the UK, that it's outside of Europe. It's like we in the UK and Europe. Why?
So I still consider myself European. The
Okay.
UK is a part of Europe, but when it comes to the attitude to live music and
Okay.
valuing artists and bands
Yeah.
on mainland Europe, bands are paid better, they're looked after better,
Uh-huh.
much more so than they are here in the UK.
Okay.
And the live music industry here at the moment is struggling a little bit, because people don't want to buy advance tickets in case shows get cancelled, or
Mm-hmm.
because there's so many shows happening at the same time because of the backlog, because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like I said, rock is still kind of like an underground thing here, whereas
Okay.
I feel like in Europe that you have your big bands like Rammstein and these massive European festivals. It's just much more appreciated, I think.
This is the first time I'm hearing something like this, The
Really?
explanation, yeah, the explanation you gave me is the first time I hear it.
I feel like mainland Europe respects music and musicians a lot more than perhaps here in the UK. We have a wonderful little community that supports our band and several other bands. They actually call it a movement called New Wave of Classic Rock.
Okay.
And that's a big group on Facebook. There's thousands of people in there, and they just share different, classic rock sounding bands or new bands after 2010. And the community supports each other, but when it comes to like the mainstream charts and things like that, it's very rare that you get a rock band being successful.
Okay, then before we come to the end of the interview, tell me, when you first started with the band, what were your influences? Maybe basic ones.
So I am a huge Kiss fan.
Okay.
Like silly huge. And for me, they were always around when I was a kid, and my parents loved rock music, so I've always had that stuff since I was little. Kiss, Thin Lizzy, Heart, all sorts of stuff. So for me, I actually grew up admiring male singers. And that's how I learned. But then when I was about 14 years old, it was actually Avril Lavigne that got me into kind of the female side of rock.
Okay.
And then from you've got Heart, Pat Benatar, Joan Jett, all that kind of stuff. And it kind of opened up a new world for me. And now, like, one of my biggest influences is Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm. I think her voice is absolutely incredible. Also love Taylor Momsen. And then the boys in the band, they absolutely adore Motley Crue.
The classics.
Yeah, the classics. I mean, this is the thing. We all listen to lots of different things. I don't only listen to rock. I love Motown. I love swing music, jazz, even like musicals, like Singing in the Rain and stuff like that. It all makes this big stirring pot, and I call it an art blender. So everything that you love and everything that you've ever heard, you throw it into the blender, and depending on how you're feeling, you might hit a 1 on that blender and it's a very obvious influence, or you crank it up to 10 and everything kind of gets muddled together.
Of course.
And our drummer Sam, he is a massive Taylor Hawkins fan, and obviously he was devastated recently with his passing. So it's a good mixture of stuff, and that means that we're not. What I like about our band is that we're not afraid to do any kind of style of song on an album. So like, you get bands and they stick to their genre for the whole thing, but that's not us. If we want to do a ballad, we're going to do a ballad. If we want to do a jazz track, we're going to do a jazz track. Rock and roll, heavy metal, everything.
Of course.
I don't think you should be scared to express yourself.
You're open to new ideas then. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you will not believe me when I say that, but today I was watching a video of yours, and in one moment I was like, oh my God, what a Avril Lavigne flashback. I don't know why, something just a little bit, maybe I saw her a little bit just in a moment. Yeah. And now when you mentioned her, I was like, okay, then I was not mistaken.
Thank you.
By the way, she's back, so. Yeah. Avril Lavigne is alive. You know about the rumors, the theory that she's dead?
Yeah.
That this is her clone. I was laughing so hard 2 years ago when I was like reading a lot about it. It was like, it's the
crazy.
whole theory. It's the whole theory,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
they
glad
killed
that
her. They killed her and they made a clone of her, And this is not the real Avril Lavigne.
It's crazy, honestly.
Oh can you believe what people are doing?
Her.
Oh my God. Okay, well, we need to laugh a little bit about it and about everything that's happening in the world, because the world's getting crazy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is with the album that we're releasing. I thought that, if I just wrote another record that was about rock and roll and fun times, I thought that wouldn't be genuine. Okay. So when it came to the topics of the album, I just wrote about everything, even if it was really dark subject matter, because these last couple of years, everybody has been through so much. It was
tough. It was tough. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the songs connect with people and can help them through those hard times that they've had. And ultimately, that's my goal, is to connect with other people through the music.
Okay. Great words for the end of the interview. Of course, if you have some other thoughts you want to share with your fans and the public in general, feel free.
All good. A reminder, Mythos, Confession, Tragedies and Love is out on the 8th of July, and you can get a CD or a vinyl copy through Cargo Records, or just click the link tree on any of our social media. And thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for talking to me. It's always a pleasure, especially when I'm talking to a woman.
Yeah,
because you are maybe if I'm not mistaken, the third woman I'm talking to, and I have a lot of interviews already on my channel. So it's a big deal.
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
We are,
especially today when we are witnessing a lot of awful situations in the world.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So girl power. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you, Beth. It was a huge honor meeting you. Please say hi to the band for me.
Will do.
Okay, guys, please follow the band on their socials, follow them on their YouTube channel, buy the album, purchase the album, and support the band in that way. Subscribe to our channel if you already haven't done so. And that's it. Stay tuned for more. Thank you, Beth, one more time.
Bye.